In this video, we're going to get started on a couple more building pads. We recently rented a skid steer, cleared out some more land, and we leveled out a few building pads as best as we could, but to get them perfectly level, we're going to have to do that by hand. And then we're going to put in a perimeter foundation, a footer, and we're going to build a couple more buildings. We dug a trench for the foundation, but we want to put some gravel at the bottom before we start pouring concrete. So we got some gravel and put it in. The trench that we dug is going to act as a form for the concrete, but we wanted the foundation to be a few inches above grade, so we're also building a form to bring it up a little higher. We're also going to have to reinforce the concrete. That's normally done with rebar, but we had some metal bed frames from a junk removal job we did, so we decided to use that as a free alternative. You want to leave this L-shaped or cut this one off too?
Cut it all the way because we need some long pieces.
I'll have to cut that piece off or hammer it flat. Straight. So let me know in the comments if you think using the metal bed frames in place of rebar was genius, or if we're just a couple of idiots. Personally, I think it's somewhere in the middle. Both of those options are a little extreme, but regardless, we're pouring concrete today. Well, we're back for another day. We were hoping to finish the foundation yesterday, but we ran out of concrete. Not only that, but the temperatures have gotten much colder, so we need to get quick setting concrete, which we did. And we're gonna try to finish this last little bit of the foundation today. It's supposed to snow tonight and all day tomorrow. There's a big storm coming in, so we really ought to finish today, and then as soon as the weather permits, we'll start building on this new foundation. Well, we finally finished that foundation. The part we just poured is still curing, obviously, so we covered it with some styrofoam, some cardboard, some tarps, and then weighed it down with some stuff because there's a storm coming in. It's going to get cold, it's going to snow, but that quick curing concrete hopefully will set up properly, and with the insulation we put in, hopefully it'll cure without later cracking and crumbling. We shall see. But the foundation is done, so the next step is going to be to either build on that site or start one of the foundations for the next building sites, because we have several buildings going up. Now, I see some videos on YouTube where someone will knock out something like this in an afternoon, but it took us a few days. It's an awful lot of work, so I don't know how those guys make it look so easy, but it was tough. But it's done now, and now we can move on.
3 weeks later.
It's been a little while now since we actually finished the foundation. It's been sitting there like that for a long time, but we had a pretty nasty storm come through. It was really cold, there was snow, but now we're back out here to take the forms off and the foundation will be complete. We're going to be using these forms for the foundation for our next shed as well, so I'm going to go ahead and number them so that they go back together nice and easy. Another one.
Another one.
All right, so there it is. It's all done. Now that the forms are finally off, we can actually get started building, which we're going to start tomorrow. We took the form off and put it over there so we can get started on the next building, but tomorrow we start this one. That's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.